How's it hanging, guys? Hope you're having a wonderful day. And we return to some Outer Worlds. And where we left off, we had just got all the... Just need to sort this out. Hang on. Hang on. There you go. Where we left off, we had just got all the nav key and all that. Did all our companion missions. And, ooh, what's that one? No night without stars. Ada has a new... It's wave drama ready to watch. Oh, that's Murder in the Thingy. That's the DLC. We don't want to do that yet because it was advised by us by a Wozniak not to do the DLC till we're close to level 30. And we're nowhere near level 30. Okay. Fallbrook. Stella Bay. Stella Bay. Fallbrook. Stella Bay, Monarch, Fallbrook. So I think mainly we have to go to Monarch, guys. Monarch. Over here. Warning dangerous. No, we're going to Stella Bay. Warning no. What? No. What? No.
Message from Dr. Wells. He'd like to congratulate you on finding a route to Monarch.
Doesn't this guy have a life? No, put him on the screen, Ada.
Well done. You'll love Monarch.
Will I?
Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe.
Hiram Blythe, right.
Information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
Tell me what to do. You sound like you've been to Monarch. You sound like you've been there. Phineas.
No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps?
Maybe. Where should I start?
You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide.
Okay.
I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay.
Everything pointing to Stella Bay.
Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
We will. I've got some questions for you, Phineas.
Come see me in my lab. I'll answer any questions you have.
Oh, we've already been... Right, I'm off.
Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Captain, an unusual wavelength is coming through Monarch's aether wave frequencies.
The eternal is in us all. The OSI would have you believe that your place in society, indeed in
I'm
the
assuming this
universe,
might be...
is preordained.
The DLC one?
A man who
We'll let him
works in
speak
the
and then we'll
mines
just
of
ignore him.
Hephaestus, coating his lungs in mercury dust for not but a few bits a night. This fate is set in stone? When he dies young, coughing up black blood, his part in the grand plan?
Maybe.
No, I say.
Oh, no. Okay, got you.
Greatness is in everyone.
I mean, it could be. I don't know what the grand plan is.
So fortunate as to have
Maybe the
been
grand
born
plan
in
wants people to
prosperity.
cover blood. Who knows?
Was unexpected and odd.
What was that?
Analyzing the subtextual ordering. I believe it was a type of sermon, Captain. Very zealous in origin.
Okie dokie. I'll be back. Here we go. We keep the A-team. Loading screens. Aren't loading screens great, guys? You miss that from modern games. Granted, this is technically a modern-ish game, but you miss loading screens. Stella Bay! Nice. So we land in town. So that means we can't steal, right? Ah, dang it. Okie dokie. Okie dokie indeed. Pew pew pew. No, wait. Oh, who are you? Grim?
Hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
Well, there's my ship on the landing pad next to you. You seem surprised.
You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
What are they doing out there?
You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all.
Ooh,
Which
okay.
means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Is that my proper name? For those who don't know, we are playing as a woman called Elma, a character from all games where we can create a character. I'm Alex Hawthorne.
Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Is that a play really that isolated?
We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
You know what I expected to find? A Monarch.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly.
Mostly? You're saying the board's been lying about this place?
Oh, sure. They make Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell.
Ah, the nostalgic stench of home. Can't say I miss the day-to-day of living in Edgewater.
Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though.
Gonna have a look around.
Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you?
We will, Grim.
Oh, and if you're headed
I
that
like
way,
Grim.
maybe you could do me a favor?
Has such an upbeat name, you know. That depends. What is it?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself.
Nice.
Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Sure, I can ask about your poster.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Okie dokie. Light machine gun, I should have... Oh, nah, I should have dumped them in the air. I want my talkie suit on. That's down there. Grim's over there. What's this one? That's over there. Ooh, down there. That must be the out. We'll do Grim stuff first. Seemed upbeat, seemed polite. Ooh, a yacht club. Oh wait, no, don't get sidetracked. We don't need a yacht. We don't even have a yacht.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
Grim asked me to check about a poster.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it. But if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse.
We will do.
But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
I overheard you say money trouble.
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience with such.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
Yeah, do you normally blow your money on parts?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
Yeah, why are you buying so much?
So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
Ah.
He's sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Is that just the stuff you're collecting, or is it you as well? Probably her as well, right? May I talk to him for you?
Would you? I'd appreciate that so much. Maybe don't tell him I wanted you to ask. Just that you met this really nice lady named Celia, and she seemed... Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
What do you see in him?
He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about.
Really?
Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
No, we won't.
Sorry,
We won't say in the other bits. We need to
sometimes I
find
get
out
carried
what the
away.
guy's like first, you know?
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
We want to tell him Grimm's doing a good job.
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
That's very generous. No, you have a meeting with me. We don't want to anger him. We don't know him.
Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself?
Me? I'm taking my own path. Go where the wind takes me.
What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Alcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna.
I had to eat one more weird science project passed off as food. No, what would be on? But no.
Oh, a shame. I'd been saving a bottle of iceberg aged whiskey for an occasion like this.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar.
We're not going to build his hopes up. But we could find him
Don't
someone, you
worry
know?
on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
Free from the other corporations, why would you want to bring them back? Yeah.
Surviving alone isn't as easy as it looks. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and...
That's what it is, because they don't have resource and protection. Right.
Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the...
We can form our own company, though, all of us.
Transactions such
Me,
as
you, Groundbreaker.
precarious.
You're tired of scrounging and scraping by. Is that it? Sounds like you're freer than anyone else in Halcyon. Why not embrace it?
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
Now, he has a point.
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future, but the tracks the train runs on are forged from practicality.
Mr. Vicar, I don't want to be rude, but I don't think that means anything.
Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain.
So what do you mean to do about it?
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
But will that help the people here, Mr. Sanjar? Keep them fed and safe?
That's precisely what I'm trying to do.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
Enough preamble. What's the plan? This lady knows what's going on.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
Okay. How long did it take you to figure that you... No. Fine.
With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting...
Getting the arms building, okay.
We'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Sounds useful. What is it?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Oh, I don't have intelligence? I'm really intelligent. Once you have the bolt, what's the other... where do I find one?
In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. These days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Okay.
Saying what? Which way?
Arms. You're saying arms instead of arms.
That's just what it's called. It's supposed to stand for something, but I forget what.
Right, I'll know it when I find it.
Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could...
Okay, you want me to delete everything? That sounds shady. Before I go, I need to talk to you about something.
What can I do for you?
I'm looking for an information broker.
Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate.
How do I get to Devil's Peak?
You head south along the road and look for a mountain to the west. Not that I'd advise it. It's a terribly dangerous trek.
Okay.
But if you insist on going, I'd recommend taking a local guide. Nyoka would be a prime...
Everyone's saying I need to take that guide, so I'll have to find them.
If you can keep her sober.
I'll get her drunk. It's fine.
Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes.
How do you get kicked off the board?
I've asked myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws.
You mean that you initiate your own removal from the board?
Not intentionally, though that's technically true. For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2. But back then, it was known as Terra 1.
What happened to the other corporations?
As you may have noticed, this planet has more than its share of hazards.
No, we haven't went outside yet.
And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out.
We're not MSI, right?
Our leadership at the time certainly wanted to.
And how did that work out?
Most regard Monarch as a lost cause. But there were others of us who saw an opportunity. The chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up. It's humane. But it's also good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the data bears that out.
I hope you'd treat them nice, whether it was good business or not, Mr. Sanjar. That's what being a community means. Treating people right, because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Ms. Holcomb is our endlessly optimistic crew hand. It's good for the captain's morale.
A noble thought, Miss Holcomb. Unfortunately, noble thoughts rarely sway board policy. Anyway,
Yeah, I feel like I'm not gonna like this board if I meet people. I think I met one person from it on Groundbreaker. He had like a thing. But, you know, they seem like they're pushy bureaucrats, you know. Take it, your leadership didn't embrace your ideas.
No, they laughed in our faces and insisted we'd be relocating to Terra 2 along with everyone else.
Yeah, here you are.
Yes, some of us stayed behind, and as the most senior executive remaining, I ended up in charge of what was left of MSI. I moved forward with our planned reforms, as well as our strategy to assume ownership of the planet. Yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages.
Okay. That's low, even for them. But why would they do that? Yeah.
I don't know. Everything we did was legal and above board. We followed their rules, and yet they still found reasons to declare us outlaws. I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. Something that keeps us from anarchy, but I dearly wish it functioned differently.
Why do you want to get back?
Anyone.
I think you already said before resources, so yeah, that makes sense.
Without the board, chaos would overtake the system. Working within the established order isn't
Sometimes, Vicar, maybe chaos is the way.
To be on the board is
Burn
to be part of the
everything
colonial
down and you can start
community.
from scratch.
Being cut off means slow strangulation.
Treated you pretty roughly. Is it worth going back that? Yeah.
I'm not a man to put pride before progress. If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities, then
See, I don't mind
that's the
him,
path
because it's
I'm
like
going to
he's making a
pursue.
choice. He doesn't want, it seems like he doesn't fully want to go back to the board, but he knows it would do better for the people of his town, you know? Leverage?
Don't get ahead of yourself, sir.
Yes. It'll be easier to explain once we have the Bolt 52.
Okay.
My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here, and who knows? Perhaps once we're restored, we could spread them to other corporations.
What's the hazard
It's a
clause?
legal provision that gives the board the authority to cordon off any planet or location that it deems dangerous.
a necessary evil for the greater good of society.
That's exactly how the board describes it.
Unless, like what he's saying, this place isn't hazardous.
Yes, making all of MSI
And they
criminals
just
in
use
the
that
board's
to stop
eyes.
people coming here, you know?
Hard to run
Misuse of
business
power.
that way.
You don't seem to think much of Graham.
He and his followers call themselves the Iconoclasts. Lawless anarchists, all of them. If anyone on Monarch deserves the reputation the board's pinned on us, it's them.
I will admit, I am keen to meet their leader.
The same here now.
Well, be careful what you wish for. Graham has a habit of ruining everything and everyone around him.
Maybe you should give them a chance. Yeah.
Chance. They've been doing this for years. And well, let's just say I know enough about Graham to be confident that he won't change. It isn't just that they drain our people and resources. Every radical act they commit cements Halcyon's image of us all as destructive rebels and pushes us further from the rest of the colony. He's lucky the board.
I wonder if we're gonna
going
get a similar thing like on the other Terror, where
An Earth Directorate assault cruiser would change his tune.
we had the choice to help the deserters or to help the town. And we helped the town, but then we got the deserters back to the town and got them to take over the town, you know? I want to talk about something else. I met Grim at the landing pad.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
Did a bang-up job. He's a world-class moron. He is a world-class moron. But he seems like a kind, world-class moron, so...
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
Gotta go. We're just having a nose at their data. Okay. Ooh, vending machine. Okay, we buy these. We need them to hack things. Stock back up on me heavy ammo. Okie dokie. Warehouse is here. Okie dokie. Who are you? Worker? Don't want to talk to you. Talk to your boss. Aha! I'm here for a poster. For our good friend Grimm. You've known him so long. Like 5 minutes. Workbench. Oh, over there. Nice.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
Catherine says she shoved you in a box if you keep running your yap like that. We're talking about Catherine.
Sorry. Seems I got my cables crossed. Thought you were another shakedown tough from Fallbrook. Hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running.
But Catherine's someone from Fallbrook, another place we have to get to.
First, my auto
so there must be 2 towns. Well,
and now my
I wonder if that's the
health manager is missing.
Graham's lot. The chief what?
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors.
Okay.
He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
He'll come back eventually. Can't constrain a person's freedom. Don't you have rules about that? Yeah, don't you have rules?
We're not keen on rules for rules' sake around here. Means Braxton skips work sometimes, but it also means no company boss is telling me when I can take a shit. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself...
See, but that will all change if they join the board.
He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra jugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind?
Yeah, I'm here for a poster.
This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grimm his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell.
No.
That about cover it?
Still have the poster, right?
It's staying locked up in my office until Nell shows with her money.
Didn't he pay for it?
No. I paid Sublight for it. So it's mine. And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grimm may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money.
Who's Nell?
She runs the betting parlor across the way. Nice professional lady. She asked me about the poster once. Just once. Made a real generous offer, too.
So it's about the money.
Damn right it is.
Surely we can work something out.
Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering.
What are they offering? Take bits for the time Grimm's wasted. You'll still pay for the poster. Work with me. I'm helping you find Braxton, aren't I? Yeah.
Sure. And once you finish helping me, then we can talk about the poster.
Dang it.
Fine by me.
What's this about your phone? We'll find out everything about Braxton. We'll have to go find Braxton. We're helping Grimm. We have to help him. He was so nice when we came in, you know.
So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells.
I have a feeling like me and Grimm, you know, we're going to be BFFs.
something's fishy. Wait.
He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more.
I can talk to him, yeah.
You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it? I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance. If you can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club. He's usually there.
Yeah, Braxton's been... See,
Stealing's
I feel
such a
like
nasty word.
if we accept everything, like, get everything forward, get everything done,
And
then we can go back and go,
let's just say
now we've done all
I
this, give me the
noticed
poster.
that
And if she
piece of
sold it,
fish would
we'll
get
shoot
used
it.
a little faster on Braxton's shifts.
Or just go steal it, you know? Why don't you turn him in?
We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get this Altoona, fat and mostly tumor-free.
Who's Catherine you mentioned? Yeah.
Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a ground six spacer.
Okay, talk to you later. First things first. Yeah, we got our talkie thing on. So, Braxton's apartment. Right down the bottom. Let's go. Slap him off his drugs, get him back to work. Then we get the other one.
Someone's been killed!
What?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Pull yourself together, man. Tell me what happened.
I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
I'm now gonna have to go to the lower one on the right. I have to go to the vending machines. That's Sebastian. Oh, yeah. The boat. Passcode. Doesn't say, so I'm assuming.
Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
Victim. Search the apartment for clues. Is it? There it is. Okay. Cereal. Choked on cereal, guys. No cartridges. Magpack. Ooh. Examine. This bed and slip list. Some increasingly bold wagers made for a team called Mostly Colonists. It's from left field tossball betting. Had gambling debts. That'll be what it is. Turned over table. Nothing in the bathroom. Okie dokie. Okie dokie indeed. Found a betting slip. Is there nothing else? Feel like it was... It would say if there's something else. Anything in his bed. Sleep. No. We don't want to sleep on a dead... in a murder scene. No. Oh. His bag. Several ragged outfits, all of the same cut and color, were stuffed into this suitcase. That's the clues. Okay. Investigate left field tossball betting. What this? Ah, over there. Okay. But before that, let's not get sidetracked by murder. Let's... This one? Yes, you.
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
I'm looking for Braxton. Have you seen him?
Braxton. I've never even heard of a Braxton. Got nothing for you, sorry.
Relax. No one's in trouble. I'm just looking to have a friendly chat with him.
Oh, in that case, he told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen sick and he had some meds on hand.
Okay.
So maybe look for him there?
That's all I needed.
Poor fella. Hope he's okay.
Okie dokie. So I think, yeah, he's outside. Grim we have to sort out. That's over there, okay. That's out. Purchase a casserole.
Hurry, Captain.
We'll go buy a casserole for Bavardi. I mean, if we buy it now, it's not going to spoil before a date, you know? Vending machine? Haha. What's that? Chlorake. A shovel? See, those have something else on it. Improvised weapon. But they have a screw on it. And that makes me think there's something important. So I'm buying them. And then, talking about ammo. You know what? Buying all the meds. We need more meds. Need 70 odd. I'm going to assume I have to be here.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit.
Ew. Why do you admit to... Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Most people don't. Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves.
How's that?
Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rats spewing acid at our walls? The board was right. This place isn't fit for human habitation. And I was a fool for
Right, so he's saying the board is right. My engineer is looking to get dustback casserole. Can you cook one of these?
That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back. Before the board tucked tail and ran. These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. They all want borscht. And the mushrooms, well, not many venture out of town, what with the monsters hereabouts. I can whip one up for you, but it'll cost. Here's a menu.
Oh, yikes. I can't cover this much, Captain.
It's okay, provided we've got this. I can cover it. Yeah, it's only 3,000.
You got it. I got all the ingredients. Should only take about an hour in the oven. There we
You want a date to go well?
Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
My belly's gurgling just to smell it, Mr. Raymond. Thank you so much.
A pleasure to help such a charming young lady.
Oh, gosh. My tum's rumbling just smelling that casserole.
Yep, and let's hope it stays fresh after we do everything here, Pavadi. That's outside of town. Where's that? Outside of town, outside of town. Got that one. That's outside of town the other way. That's up the top. Okay. Outside of town. Caleb's over there. Do you know, we'll go do them ones. So we can do the date one. Just double check. It's over there. It's outside of town. So. Which one was the date one? There. No. There. Do the date one first. Not Bavari's date, the date for the assistant. Workbench. Aha, nice.
wrapped musk, and canid eyes, right? Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts.
I don't want any of that.
I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed real interested. So I thought maybe I was onto something.
Mr. Pickett? Franklin Pickett from Edgewater?
That's him. He'd been here years, but he always talked about going
Okay,
back
someone
to
that
Edgewater.
Pavati knows. Pavati, you know who he's talking about?
Sure. Mr. Pickett used to run the community center outside Edgewater. He had this grand idea to make it a museum for halcyon life. As my dad told it, Mr. Pickett was always going on about getting a manta queen for the last display. He left the Vale, gosh, years ago.
He came to Stellar Bay years ago, just before the board cut us off. Ended up stuck here. He was always real interested in our monsters. Manta queens, especially.
You just repeated what Pavati said, but just slightly different. Have you seen a manta queen?
Sure. They're real big. Hard to miss them.
Where have you seen one?
Well, I could send you to the same place I sent Mr. Pickett. But I haven't seen him in a few weeks.
Dude.
To tell true, I'm starting to get a bit worried about him.
Captain, can we look for him?
Yeah, because it sounds like he sent Mr. Pickett to his doom.
We didn't do nothing.
Tell you what, I'll tell you where I sent Mr. Pickett if you promise to look for him. Help him out if he's got himself in trouble. Fair deal?
Yeah. He's a friend of Pavati. Suppose I ought to.
Thanks, Captain.
All right then. Leave town through the southern gate, the one right here, and head past the abandoned ruins. Last Mana Queen I saw was in the wilds out that-a-ways. Could be Mr. Pickett still out there, too.
Okay. Let's talk about Celia.
Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how that raptidon acid is working out. I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff.
Consider going on a date with her.
Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm?
Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's smitten with you. You smited her. Smote? Smoot?
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for raptidon tongues.
Don't take my word for it. Spend some time with her. I promise she won't ask for a discount.
You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice.
Give her a chance. Give yourself a chance. Take her someplace nice.
Okay, I'll do it.
There you go, nice.
Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
That's the spirit, Sebastian. Be yourself. Between you and me, Captain, I'm not sure Miss Celia knows him too well. But we can hope, right? I want them to be happy.
Yeah, we can hope. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, you know? At least you would be trying.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say?
He said he would go on a date with you.
Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing to it? Was he like, yay, a date with Celia. I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on.
He likes to see they just don't ask him for any discounts.
Not to worry. If I never buy another raptidon tongue, it'll be too soon. Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back-to-work look. Anyhow, thank you.
No problem. And that's done. So we've got Mr. Pickett, which is out that gate. That is out that gate. That is out that gate. Out the other gate. Up the top. Out that gate. Near here, okay. The yacht club. Here we go. I mean, we might get kicked out because we don't have a yacht.
Well, well. Isn't often we see new folk in Stellar Bay. First drink's on me, stranger.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
Enjoy. If you plan on sitting through Nyoka's stories, you might could use a few.
I could use a few and telling them myself.
Now what can I do for you?
How well do you know them? Yeah, she's sitting there and that was just being polite.
Anyone who spends any amount of time in this bar is bound to get to know Nyoka.
That's the person we need to see.
Her so often herself. And I don't mean that unkindly. Anyone who's rid us of as many beasts as you have is entitled to a few drinks. Something else I can do for you?
Why is it called the Yacht Club?
Thought it had a fancy ring to it. Name's the first advertising anyone sees, after all.
That's true. Any yachts in Stella Bay?
Nope. But a man can dream. Not since Amber Heights. These days we have more leaving than coming. Off to join the iconoclasts or some such.
So everyone's joining those other people, like the deserters.
Bunch of marauders broke into the executive compound, slaughtered everyone. Corporations pulled out of Monarch not long after. I thought everyone knew. But then that was 10 years ago. Still feels fresh to us every time we look at our walls, though.
See who's got the trade? Just alcohol? That's a pub. Speak to her in a sec. Need to get Caleb back to work.
New face, huh? You from Offworld?
Should have Caleb get back to work. Captain Hawthorne, the unreliable.
Ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell and revel with us?
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
What are you celebrating?
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly care.
Okay, we need to give him responsibility and we're going to shout him. That's what we're going to do.
Run out of bits.
No one gets drunk and be free. Not on our watch.
On our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking.
Be so bad, it made you walk off the job.
It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay.
Do you know what? That actually makes sense. We need to talk about Velma.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
Jensen's going to fire Velma if you don't return to work. Don't have enough of that lie. How long can you afford to miss work?
Not forever, but we've each saved up our bits, and I stashed them safe in my home by the diner. I reckon we could last a week or two at least.
Okay. How do I put pressure on Velma on negotiations?
If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true.
Yeah, what?
I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits.
Ish.
So far, it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
Talk to you later. Okie dokie indeed. Don't want to go in there. I want to go this way. Don't know, she's a guide. We'll get her.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood. So it's sliding. All over the place. Trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud.
Excuse me.
Don't interrupt. It's rude.
I don't care.
Get in there. Get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, Shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn wrapped out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
Who are you?
Name's Nyoka. I'm the best big game hunter
He
on
flipped
the
around on
planet.
her, you know.
You're also the loudest big game hunter on the planet. And the drunkest.
Shut the Fair point. I deserve it, though. On account of being the best.
My dad always kept his firearms and liquors in different lockers. Said it wasn't safe to mix them.
That's
Out
right,
here,
Pavadi.
you ain't a little buzzed, you're liable to notice the stench of life. The grit in the air. The dust in every drink and the blood on every boot.
Are you always this drunk?
You think this is drunk? I gotta... you need to get out more. Sit. Partake. Buy me a drink and let's chat.
Told you can get me the information broker.
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You'll have to get me something to clear my head.
Sure, what do you need?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
You mean caffeinoid? The stuff with stimulant.
Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
Alright, I'll be back. Hey, we leveled up. Nice. Just telling her we're going to get her some caffeine pills. Okie dokie. So I think we need to work on stuff. Possibly getting that up. Persuade could be a good one. Now we're going to... If we have to take that woman, we'll probably end up losing the vicar. I want to be better with guns. We got that. That's up to 60. Okie dokie. So we got another perk. If we get that, so we're on 150. Nice. Yes. 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 We can carry more stuff, guys. Oh, man, that's all we wanted. Okay, so we'll get her the pills first. Because, you know, all games is about hoarding every single item.
Smells like a rat in here. Oh, it does work.
Hello, dearie. Why,
I like you already. She said dearie. Oh, I like people that say that.
Sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember. What can Auntie Abigail do for you?
I want some caffeinoids.
And what a helpful young lady you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits. Who's your lucky friend, dearie?
They're for me.
I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents.
Oh, dude.
Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra?
That's just... yeah, you can't trust people these days.
Except for you. I can tell. You've got one of those faces. I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail?
Nicoya.
Oh, her.
Oh, she changed.
It's none of my business. But I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry.
Can we increase her allotment?
I'm afraid not.
Dang it.
Dr. Williams managed
I really don't want to go up and
town's
steal from you,
allotments of the
Abigail.
terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them.
I thought you were in charge around here, Auntie. Sure ought to be.
Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his.
Mammy, what supply room?
The one upstairs, where we store our medicines.
Where can I find Dr. Williams?
In the town graveyard, I'm afraid.
Oh no!
Poor man was
Is he visiting
always
someone?
searching for the flower of enlightenment. On the way, he tried some rather daring substance
I don't think he's ever visiting someone. Where's the graveyard?
The graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasties. Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen.
Right, so I think his body has a key.
Dearie.
I'm not going to intimidate. I'm not going to intimidate her.
Chin up, dearie.
Okie dokie. Not going to intimidate a sweet old woman. Okay, so where are we? That's outside. That's outside. Outside. Outside that way. Up the top. Bowman's giving the poster for Nell till Nell pays. Maybe we can speak to Nell and get her to back off. It's outside. So we got that one. We can speak to. We need to go into there anyway. Let's do the Caleb return to work. Where is it? This way. No, that's the bar, isn't it? Stash. Caleb. That's what's up there. I know what to do. Chef, we're just going upstairs. Nothing there. What's this? Oh, it's a chocolate bar. Don't need a chocolate bar. Okie dokie. So you know what? I'm doing a cheeky little save just in case someone sees me. There. Okay. That's what we're just figuring out if stealing from there would trigger everyone going, hey up, what are they doing? You know? They come across and go, no! And it did. So we have to not do that. Okie dokie. This is up there in the back, so we'll do that. Which is Nelly. There's a hole there. And we can see if we can convince Nelly to stay away from the picture. Oh, Nell.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mammoths.
For Annie-Clear. Oh, dude, we just shot. I'm not here to chat about teams.
That's a shame. Tossball's just about the only good news we get around here. When our frequency's not too clogged up anyway. So, what can I do for
We'll
you?
ask about the murder first. Found this betting slip in a dead man's apartment.
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth.
Cut it, Chase. You know who did it or not?
I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around.
Okay.
They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossballs.
Someone in full. Okay, we'll deal with them.
They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them.
Thanks for the tip.
Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know
But also let them know.
Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
We'll also let them know that you were the one that snitched out. Because, you know, they're bound to like
Here
snitches.
to catch a game?
Everyone likes
I'm
snitches,
afraid
right?
The transmission's still pretty bad. What can I do for you?
They haven't drove over Steven's transmission.
Graham's always filling the airwaves with his propaganda.
Graham must
Like
have been
I
the one
said,
that came
next
through
door.
that thing as we were landing.
All it means is the tossball games get to us in fragments. Makes them real hard to watch. Signed by the Black Hole himself. There's no way I could pass that up.
For Grim.
Why, did you want to see it? I don't have it yet. I'm waiting on a few customers to pay up before I can give Velma the bits.
I could trade you for it.
I don't know. This isn't just some poster. It's a genuine tossball artifact. The Black Hole doesn't even sign things anymore. He just puts a stamp on them. Of course, the only reason I asked Velma about it in the first place was because those Sublight fellas lost my shipment of official tossball jerseys.
Okay.
I was gonna line the walls with them. They're the new ones, now with authentic game time aroma.
There. Players actually shredding them?
Of course not. No, authentic means close enough to be the real thing, but not actually the real thing. Everyone knows that. Anyway, I guess they tried to take a shortcut around Amber Heights and ran into some trouble. Can't blame them for trying.
Okay, what if
Those
we can get her the
icon
jerseys?
Never shut up. But they lost a bunch of cargo, including my jerseys. If you could get those for me, I might let Grim have that poster.
Okay, cool. See what I can do.
Thanks. Don't put yourself in danger on my account, though. That poster will be a fine substitute.
So for now, okay. Okie dokie, guys. Things are looking up. Investigate the gang. It's over there. Ah, but up here we had... Is that one? Yeah, that looks like that is in here. No, that's Space Chow. So it's the other side of there. Get around there. Over this way? Aha. A ladder. Yes. Oh, it's outside. Dokie. What's this? Plasma combine. There's no one around, guys. So, you know. If no one sees, it's not theft. That's the law. I'm stuck. Drop down there. Drop down here. Okay, so we can't get that one. Let's investigate this gang. We need to find out who killed Isaac. Yes. We could have been friends if he wasn't killed. Who knew?
I hear those rich
Might have been the greatest person we ever met. We never met him because of these guys. So we listen to what they have to say. Who are you? Why you look cowering?
Ma'am. Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong. Like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature.
Oh.
Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting.
I will help.
As we speak.
Don't expect it to be #1 priority though. The child is missing. Where do you see him last?
Oh, I just knew you were a good person. Agnes, I said, this is the woman to save your little Tucky.
That we will.
I was right. He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools,
and that got him excited, and he ran out to meet them all. I would do the same.
Oh, law, Captain. A youngster won't last long in a place like this. Please, can't we help?
Please, won't you go?
And if it won't last long, he's probably already dead. Oh, fine. Why would he run away?
He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little finger.
But if she knows that, then what's the point of us going to check then?
To his mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me.
Where would he have gone?
He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put
Gone and joined the iconolists.
Sanjar to put a
Yeah.
stop to them. But did he? No. And now I just know my boy's run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a Manta Queen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already.
Where's Amber Heights?
That old settlement, southwest of Stellar Bay. I don't know which is worse, the thought of my son shacking up with them nutty iconoclasts, or that he never made it.
If his son's shacking up, that means he's not a kid, is he? How old is he?
Or maybe marauders got him, pulled all his teeth out, crushed him into their drugs, and made him snort them. Oh, the things that could happen to my sweet baby. Those low-life degenerates leading innocent boys into a
Wonder if someone's going to give me the location of these as well.
Make it sound so exciting, like it's noble to risk it all out there fighting for the greater good. How noble is it to worry your loved ones? Not at all, I say. But still they preach their sermons of anarchy and rebellion to anyone who listened. If they weren't holed up in Amber Heights, I'd knock them all up.
So Amber Heights is where the iconolists are. Okay. I'll help find your son.
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
Okie dokie. Anyway, down this corridor, we need to find those use. Hi RPG. What's that? What game is this? It's called The Outer Worlds. So, The Outer Worlds 2 comes out later this year. And we saw the trailer of it during Summer Games Fest. It was either on Summer Games Fest itself or on the Xbox One, the Xbox Showcase. And it looked really good. So, we were like, well, we're not going to play number 2. We're going to play number 1. Well, we are going to play number 2 when it comes out, but we need to play number 1 before number 2. It's quite a story-based game. What you say to people, there is action when you go out, but what you say to people tends to react. You can get certain things. I'm enjoying it. It's like a good RPG. Looks like Fallout. I think it's by Obsidian. I think that's their name. The ones that did Fallout New Vegas. I think it's Fallout New Vegas they did. Or Fallout 3. One of those ones.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
So it's like Mass Effect. I think sort of. There's like a reputation bar. So there's like the board, all these factions. But it's quite good. Quite. I'm finding it good, you know? I know you murdered Isaac.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business.
That sounds like you definitely did. I'm making it my business.
Oh, yeah? What are you saying exactly?
You've bullied people long enough. If you know what's good for you, you'll clear out and never come back. See, our persuasion, talk and dialogue stuff is quite good. And we got armor on that increases it as well.
Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
Okay, we didn't kill the murderers, but we got rid of them. I mean, we could kill... No. We could... No. No. At the end of the day, they're not going to come back, you know?
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicar.
Of course. The cosmos is general...
A fine day for business, isn't it?
We'll let him know we took care of the murderers. What's that RPG? This looks interesting. It is very enjoyable. It's a bit rough around the edges. But overall, it's quite enjoyable. If you like RPG games, which I'm assuming by your name, you do. And like you said, it's similar to like by the people that did Fallout New Vegas. So if you like that type of stuff, the Fallout stuff, you'll probably like this. Isaac Rose is dead. I found the people who killed him.
But that's terrible. What happened?
It was Elijah and his hooligan friends. I ran them out of town.
I'm glad to hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around town. I've been consumed with other matters of late.
See, as you see, it said there, Monarch Stellar Industries' reputation increased. Of course you would have.
Of course I would have. Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services.
Nice. Gotta go. Okay, I think we've done everything inside of town. So that... Oh no, because we need to get the pills. And to get the pills, we need to do this. We're not going to steal from the old woman. We want to go check the body. So the body's outside. That is outside. That is outside. I think that we probably need to have a word with Velma. Or find out stuff about Velma. That's outside. Got a lot to do there. That's out. I think that's outside around the back. That's outside. Over in the next town. Outside. And outside. So with everything inside of town picked up, all these side quests, or all these quests and side quests picked up. That, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is where Outer Worlds shall end for the day. We will be bringing back some more Outer Worlds after our Final Fantasy 13 stream tomorrow. So if you're interested in this, we got Final Fantasy 13 first, then obviously a little break, and then Outer Worlds will continue, and it will be available on both horizontal and vertical format like we have for all our streams. After this stream, we will be taking a 5-10 minute break to be coming back for our members stream. So members, make sure you're there. Like I say, thanks for coming along and keeping me company today. RPG Recruisant, I hope that's how I pronounce that last bit. As well as anyone who hasn't participated in chats, who just came to vibe out. Thank you as well, because the content we create on this channel is only made possible thanks to you watching along at home. So it's very much appreciated. So thank you for your time. Well, hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye, and stay safe.